Fabian was just your average yoga instructor in Los Santos. He spent his days teaching downward dogs and warrior poses to the wealthy residents of the city, never really standing out in a crowd. His intelligence level was nothing to write home about, just average for someone in his line of work. But little did anyone know, Fabian had a secret. A secret that could change everything. You see, Fabian had discovered that the more he practiced yoga, the sharper his mind became. It was as if the ancient practice unlocked hidden potential within him, allowing him to tap into levels of intelligence he never knew he had. And so, he made it his mission to perfect his craft, spending hours each day in meditation and poses, pushing himself to new limits. As the weeks passed, Fabian's students began to notice a change in him. His instructions became more insightful, his movements more fluid and precise. It was as if he had transcended the limitations of his previous self, becoming master of both body and mind. But with great power comes great responsibility, and Fabian soon found himself caught up in a dangerous game. A group of criminals had taken notice of his newfound abilities and saw an opportunity to use him for their own gain. They approached him with an offer he couldn't refuse, promising him riches beyond his wildest dreams in exchange for his services. At first, Fabian was tempted by the promise of wealth and power. But as he delved deeper into the criminal underworld, he realized the true cost of his actions. Innocent lives were at stake, and he knew he had to make a choice. In a moment of clarity, Fabian turned his back on the criminals and used his newfound intelligence to outsmart them at their own game. With quick thinking and strategic planning, he was able to bring them to justice and save the day. And so, Fabian returned to his humble yoga studio, content and knowledge that true intelligence comes not from power or wealth, but from within. And as he led his students through their poses, he knew that he had found his true calling, to inspire others to unlock their own hidden potential, just as he had done. From that day on, Fabian was no longer just a minor character in the world of Los Santos. He was a hero, a beacon of hope for those who dared to dream of a better tomorrow. And as he closed his eyes in meditation, he knew that the journey was far from over, but with his newfound intelligence and inner strength, he was ready to face whatever challenges lay ahead. Amanda DeSanta, the wife of notorious criminal Michael DeSanta, and Lester Crest, the genius hacker and friend of Michael, were both known for their lawful neutral alignment. They operated within the system, following the rules and regulations set by society. However, their intentions were not always pure, as they often found themselves on the line between heroism and villainy. Amanda was a complex woman, torn between her loyalty to her husband and her own desires. There were moments when she strayed from her marriage, engaging in activities that would be considered unacceptable to Michael. Despite this, she often showed her good side by being a devoted wife and mother, doing whatever it took to protect her family. Lester, on the other hand, was a mastermind behind the scenes, pulling the strings and orchestrating elaborate schemes. One of his most infamous acts was the death of Jay Norris, a ruthless and vengeful move that showcased his darker side. Lester didn't care about the consequences of his actions, as long as they furthered his goals. Despite their flaws, Amanda and Lester also had moments of heroism. Amanda was known for her fierce loyalty to her family, willing to do whatever it took to keep them safe. Lester, too, showed his good side in certain situations, using his skills for the greater good and helping his friends in time of need. Together, Amanda and Lester made a formidable team, balancing their lawful neutral alignment with their conflicting desires and intentions. In a world of crime and chaos, they navigated the fine line between right and wrong, always striving to do what they believed was best, even if it meant bending the rules a long way.